This is the Maze Bank building, and just a few blocks down the street is Pico Station, where I was standing waiting for the metro one day when I noticed something odd was looming over me.
Huh. That's odd.
Graffiti's a pretty common sight in LA. I'd say I see it more commonly than a bird that's alive. But what's not such a common sight is 3 massive unmarked high-rises in the middle of the busiest part of downtown, covered head to toe in the stuff. If you just look at the thing, you could automatically tell it has many stories. It has 53 stories, unless you're blind. But I was shocked to find out just how insane it gets, and just how little I've seen this talked about on YouTube. You've essentially got a $1 billion mega structure in the middle of downtown LA, which the property owners have seemingly just left alone, and is now serving as the perfect setting for activities creating what I can only describe as a real-life GTA server.
Unfortunately, it has become an iconic location to draw people for nefarious acts.
And still the people who own the building haven't done anything about it. The antics include people coming from around the world to make their mark on this building. You've had guys base jumping off of it. There's been times where police cars and helicopters have surrounded it for days.
Chief of Police says his officers now surround the property around the clock, stretching already thin resources to their limits.
The mayor has even gone on public television to make cries for help to this mysterious owner that's just gone dark. Is this some big experiment? Is it Banksy? And most importantly, is it art or just some good old-fashioned vandalism?
A moment for the history books.
If you were to just look on Google Earth, the official name of this building is Graffiti Towers, and it is labeled as an art piece. But back in the day when this building had a chip on its shoulder and a bright future ahead of it, it was known as Oceanwide Plaza, and it's the first project in the US for Beijing-based company Oceanwide Holdings. Here it says it was supposed to be completed in 2020. However, in 2019, construction on the building just stopped, and Oceanwide went dark. Seriously, there's been no word from them since.
NBC News reached out to the property owner, Oceanwide Holdings Incorporated, for comment. We had not heard back.
Comment, but haven't heard back yet.
They haven't said anything to the mayor who's trying to do something about it. They won't even talk to me. They literally just left it with little to no security measures.
There's still a hole in the fence here, even right here. Another hole in the fence here. Easy, you can walk in there. Even the big German Venice fits in there. He put the siren on.
And I'm assuming after 4 years of the building being left idle, some graffiti artists saw an opportunity. And to illustrate just how chill the vibes were, this is an interview with these 2 men that are wearing ski masks right outside the base of it. Also, this guy's name is Hurt. They then put on display their massive duffel bags filled with spray paint. Then they say they gotta go back inside to finish what they were working on.
I don't care what they see. Whatever they see, they're gonna respect it. You gotta go up there to get your name up. You gotta make history. This is history right here.
Now, with basically nothing in their way, groups of them coordinated, and within less than a month's time, were able to pull off what is largely considered to be the most impressive misdemeanor in history.
Witnesses say about 8 to 10 people were spotted scaling the new fencing.
Some see it as a profound piece of art, or as this lady said,
if they have more time, they can cover up the whole building. And that's the most beautiful building in this world.
Others see it as an eyesore.
Such an eyesore.
It's an eyesore.
An eyesore or something much more.
I don't know why they seem to have coordinated that as the word of choice. Like, there's other words for ugly, like Donald Trump. But this graffiti stuff is just what started it all. Now, anyone in LA looking to cause some havoc is Batman.
I feel like I could be Batman. I feel like you could be Batman. You just gotta get the gadget.
They just gotta get the gadget. And to their shock and awe, one of the largest objects in the LA city skyline has just transformed into a bat symbol. And since these mysterious owners haven't done anything about it, the city eventually decided to take matters into its own hands, putting more than $3 million into fencing off and cleaning up the property. They've even had police surround the building for days at a time.
We do not want to see a tragedy take place, and I guarantee you a tragedy will take
took place there.
So what's the deal? Did they really just forget about it? No, actually, shortly before they left it abandoned, Oceanwide had filed for bankruptcy. I tried being good in my research by just seeing what the company had to say about it. But if you go on their website to the history tab, get ready to learn a whole lot of nothing. 2021. Celebrate the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China over Oceanwide Holdings have actively carried out a series of activities in various forms to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Com. Weren't you guys forced to go bankrupt? Okay, here. Oceanwide Plaza. Scheduled to be completed in 2019. Fuck it, let's ask the journalist. So it sounds like the company just kind of ran out of money on this project, which is very weird, especially considering just how far into completion it was. Like, how do you not take into account the fact that your project costs as much as your company? Nothing's really making sense here, but I think I've found an explanation, and it went way deeper than I imagined. So just bear with me. Because of some trade disagreements between China and the US, China decided to liquidate a lot of their real estate over here. Basically, all that means is they turned this into this. They also decided to restrict a lot of cash going out to projects like these. Now it seems, unfortunately for Oceanwide, China is not on their side, and now they have to say goodbye to their $1 billion project. You've also got companies like Evergrande, another Beijing-based company being caught in the crossfire and currently undergoing liquidation. So what happens now? We've got this building here that can't be finished because the people behind it went bankrupt, which means they can't pay to have it cleaned, they can't pay to lock it down, they can't pay the city back for doing it for them. They can't even pay the contractors back for building it. Like, it's actually impressive how fucked their situation is. What are you supposed to do if this happens? Do I just call 911? Or they could just sell the building. And as for what's happening to the physical remnants of the high-rise, the motion that LA passed to clean the building could also give them the rights to demolish it, but people are saying it's likely that won't happen, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen really.